Hello everyone, in this video I'll be doing a tier list of all the level 9 spells in Baldur's Gate 3. So there's only a couple here, but there's actually a few more in the game. We have a few specific ones which I'll be talking about, so these are all level 9 spells. But I'm going to first start off with our Karsus' compulsion here. So there's three different versions of it. There's the one that your tab will use, there's one that Karlach can use, and there's one that the Emperor can use. So we got three different options here. This is basically required to beat the game, so I have to put these in the S tier because, hey, you can't save Baldur's Gate without them. So what Karsus' compulsion does is level 9 enchantment spell, channel the stone's magic to control the crown of Karsus. So this is a channel. It ends if the user is incapacitated, stunned, polymorphed, or knocked out. Now, one thing that's interesting is with this spell, if you're playing as Karlach, you might be raging. And if you're in a rage, you can't actually cast this, so you'll have to end your rage before doing that. But yeah, this basically just does the chains of Karsus to control the Netherbrain. You have to have the triune nether stone there. It's required to beat the game, so it's obviously an S tier one. Now we got next the Power Word Kill. This is actually one that you can get, and the Dark Urge playthrough gets one of these if you side with Ball. So obviously you have to go with a really dark ending to be able to get one of these. But yeah, it's a spell that you can get. Also, Savarok will also cast this at one point in the game too, so I believe that's why there's a second one. And maybe the third one is Vlakeith, but she actually, I think, uses a different spell, which I'll talk about in a moment. So yeah, Power Word Kill. What it does is if you have 100 health points or less, it immediately just kills you. So yeah, compel an enemy with 100 health points or less to die instantly. Limited to one use only. So that is the only downside to it. It kills an enemy. This is one of the strongest spells in the game because it's a guaranteed kill with under 100 health points. Kind of like Banishment. The Banish spells, if you have 50 or if you have 49 or lower health points, it'll banish you to the other realm. But this will straight up kill any targets. He learns the Dark Urge after slaying Ornn and accepting Ball's gift. So, yeah, using this spell on a creature, it'll be removed from the party's command and cannot be used again. However, the player can use a spell on themselves as many times as they want. And a cool little fact, this spell can be twinned. So if you want to twin this on two targets, you can do it. So yeah, Savarok will cast this on Dolor if the player manages to make Dolor take arms against the Murder Tribunal. So yeah, you can watch someone use it or you can use it yourself. The fact that you can twin that is awesome, so that makes the Sorcerer, which is already the best class in the game, even better because you get some cool interactions. Now, the fact that you can only use this once, I'm going to have to put it in the A tier because of that, because otherwise we would just have everything in the S tier. But I will be getting into the other level 9 spells, and I'll be putting them on this list here. We just don't got the images there. However, I'll be getting into these ones next. So these are Gale-specific spells. So you get these if you play as Origin Gale and you ascend yourself. Now, Ascended Gale is actually extremely powerful, and you also get a nice bonus if you play as Ascended Gale, and it gives you plus 10 to all your team's ability checks. That is just straight up broken. But you also get a Power Word Ruin here. So this is a level 9 transmutation spell. It does 150 to 300 damage, which is just insane. So speak a word of disaster into the Galarian Weave, calling for 3 beams of pure destruction that each deal 50 to 100 force damage. So this is basically just disintegrate times 3. And it's kind of like an Eldritch Blast of the disintegrate spell. So it's obviously quite strong. It does 30 d6 plus 120 force damage, and force is one of the best damage types in the game. This spell is just straight up busted. 30 feet, always prepared. Yeah, we're gonna put Power Word Ruin S tier easily, one of the best spells in the game, and it's got a cool little image there. It's literally the image for the destruction spell, or disintegrate spell, but it's purple instead of red. Pretty fancy. Next, we got the Form Sculpt Tressum. So this one's pretty funny. Rearrange a creature's very being into the image of Gale's darling pet. For 5 turns. Doesn't require concentration. That's pretty nice. And it's a bonus action. So this is a pretty cool spell, being able to basically polymorph, but better as a bonus action. That's another easy S tier. We're throwing that bad boy right up there. Also, Tressums are really cool. If you play as Gale, you actually get to get the Tressum at your camp. So anytime that you're resting, you'll be able to go pet the cat. Awesome. I highly recommend a Gale Origin run. I think it's pretty interesting what you can do. It's got a 60-foot diameter too for the Tressum form sculpt, so that's actually extremely large of a spell range, making it even better. As a bonus action, you can literally, if someone's running away from you, good luck getting away from this form sculpt Tressum. Next, we got the Divine Revelry, and this is another fancy one. Conjure forth a barrel of Shadow Dark Ale from the Yawning Portal and spread Otto's Irresistible Dance across all nearby enemies. That's pretty good. It only lasts for one turn, however, but being able to immediately crowd control a large group of enemies is obviously really useful. And I think my favorite part about Otto's Irresistible Dance is the animations that you see the characters do, because they do a little fancy jig there, and some of the fights in Act 3 are extremely trivialized by using Otto's Irresistible Dance. So being able to conjure forth this Shadow Dark Ale from the Yawning Portal. I think I just got hit from the Yawning Portal. So that'll spread Irresistible Dance across all creatures. That's pretty cool. One turn of that. I would say for only one turn, it's probably, I put it A tier, because you're almost just better off if you want to cast a level 9 spell. Power Word Ruin. It's crazy. 30 D6. Imagine rolling 30 die. That is just crazy. So S tier, A tier. Those are exclusive to Origin Gale, plus, as I mentioned, he does give all nearby teammates plus 10 to their ability check, so highly recommend giving a Gale Origin run a try, because you do get some really cool things, especially if you go with more of this evil ending. Now, we do got a couple more here, so another spell that is in the game, a level 9 spell, is True Resurrection. So this Resurrection spell in Baldur's Gate 3, level 9 Necromancy School. So what this does is it take back to life all health points, and a creature that died no longer than 200 years except of old age, even without the original body. So there's not much information on this here, but it is in Baldur's Gate 3, so Gale does have a scroll of True Resurrection. If you end up I don't think you're able to get it, but he does have that scroll. And also Withers can cast this spell too at a certain point in the game, so yeah, Withers will not cast this on Alfira the Bard. If you're playing as the Dark Urge, as you know, you take them out and just kill them on one of the first nights in the game. But unfortunately, Withers will not do this to bring her back. He just lets her rest. But yeah, any creature that died no longer than 200 years ago without the original body, bring them back, full health. Now, you can get this spell through cheats and command codes, so I will potentially do a future video using some of these spells just to show off their abilities. But yeah, True Resurrection, full heal. And finally, the last one is Imprisonment. So this is actually in the Sorceress Sundries. There's a genie there that is under Imprisonment. You don't get to see the spell, but basically the target within 30 meters must succeed a Wisdom saving throw or be held prisoner. The form is to choose 6 options, and they don't list them here, but yeah, this spell is in the game, so I had to bring it up. But yeah, Karsus, Compulsion, and Power Word Kill, 2 of the more well-known spells that are in the game. But these 3 did get added in the patch 5 that came out in December, or I guess beginning of December 2023. So yeah, those are in the game as well. But there it is. I just want to do this video kind of for fun to talk about these spells because they're in the game. They're not, you know, they're not like a level 5 spell where you can use it pretty often in the game, but they're there. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the level 9 spells and if you even knew about some of these special ones. And yeah, hope you found this video fun. If you did, hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.